Plaintiff's Exhibit 343. And for the record, this is an audio recording. It's quite lengthy, so we intend to play certain portions of it.
Okay. Any objection?
No objection, other than we'd just like to know what minute, second portions they're going to play.
Okay, but the entire audio is in evidence, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And no
Yes.
objection? Okay, all right,
And
343 in evidence.
If you'd like me to read the specific minutes now, or we can provide it to counsel afterwards.
If you want it now, or as you go, or, okay.
We intend to play minute 25, 37 seconds through 26, 28, 1 hour and 57 minutes, 21 seconds through 1 hour, 58 minutes, 54 seconds. 2 hours, 38 minutes, 52 seconds through, 2 hours, 38, 52 seconds through 2 hours, 39 minutes, 43 seconds. And then 2 hours, 46 minutes, 1 second through 2 hours, 47 minutes, 20 seconds. Those are 4 clips.
Okay.
Thank you.
The segment begins with the introduction of Plaintiff's Exhibit 343, an audio recording described as quite lengthy. The attorney states they will play 4 specific, non-sequential clips citing their start and end times in hours, minutes, and seconds. This fragmented playing of the evidence signals that the entire recording is deeply damaging, but the clips selected are intended to highlight the most damning or abusive moments of the relationship.
Thank you.
You want to publish that to the jury? It doesn't matter. It's just audio. It doesn't matter.
I feel that, I want to say something to you, that it was okay.
The first clip is explosive. The male voice, later confirmed to be the plaintiff, directly accuses the female voice of selective memory regarding a violent incident. If you lost memory last night of kicking me out the door with the fucker hating me again, and you and your memory is gone from you kicking the bathroom door and hitting me in the skull, the female voice immediately dismisses the claim with gaslighting language. I was on an Ambien. Like, why are you obsessing over the fact that I can't remember the way you remember? What?
That's the promise you gave me a little while ago. I'm telling you, if you lost memory last night of kicking me out the door with the fucker hitting me,
Again,
and your memory is gone from you kicking the bathroom door and hitting me in the skull as I was bent down.
I am
Wait,
sorry.
if you have those memory fucking divots.
I was upset. There was a lot going on,
okay,
and I was on
wait.
an Ambien. Like,
Okay,
why are you obsessing over the fact that I can't remember it the way you remembered it? I said I was sorry. I didn't deny
know
it.
that. I'm not talking about that. What I want.
The argument shifts to the male's attempt to disengage from the argument by retreating. The male voice uses the boxing analogy. A boxer can't go 12 rounds without a fucking minute break. All I'm saying is you can't have a solution if the argument just keeps mounting. The female voice rejects this boundary, accusing him of running away and continuing to pursue him even if he hides in a bathroom. You kept coming to get me. This clip reveals a pattern of aggressive pursuit and the denial of the male partner's need for space during conflict.
No, it's
The female voice attempts to justify her aggression, throwing pots and pans, by saying it doesn't excuse his behavior, knocking on the door. The male voice calls out the hypocrisy. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door. He then accurately identifies her core defense. You seem to think that there's this cowardice in me that runs away and I don't fight for you. This segment clearly demonstrates the female partner's violent tendency and her manipulation aimed at forcing the male partner to stay and fight.
It's not to get you mad, it's just to get out of a bad situation while it's happening before it gets worse. In Australia, when we had the big fight where I lost the tip of my finger, at least 5 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms I went
To avoid talking to me, to avoid
escape
working it out. That's
to
the
escape
problem.
the fight.
You don't escape the fight. You escape the solution.
No.
You escape the solution.
No.
You escape figuring it out. We cannot work it out if you run away to the bathroom every time.
Listen to me. Listen to me. A boxer can't go 12 rounds without a fucking minute break.
I'm not giving you a minute break. You do it at minute 3 at the beginning of an argument.
No. There are rounds, man. And when it gets too fucking hairy, the ref splits them apart or whatever. But all I'm saying is, you can't have a solution if the argument just keeps mounting and mounting and mounting and mounting. I fucking go into the bathroom and sit on the floor. Bam, 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 here you come. I come out. Fight, crazy, escalated. I go split again, I go to another fucking bathroom or a bedroom or something. Knock, 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 bang, bang, bang. You kept coming to get me.
This clip is perhaps the most disturbing. The female voice casually denies punching him, then changes her story to admit striking him.
I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slot, but I was hitting you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you. I did not hurt you.
She then asks, chillingly, what am I supposed to do? Do this? Suggesting her violence was a controlled response. The male voice calls her a fucking baby, highlighting his immense frustration and exhaustion with her constant drama and denial. How terrifying is it to hear someone justify physical assault this way?
I'm not the one who fucking throws fucking pots and...
Those are different.
The attorney asks Mr. Depp, the plaintiff, to explain what the jury just heard. Mr. Depp's testimony confirms the chilling tone of the recording, describing it as very much the tone and the aggression and the attitude and the need for a fight. He states the voice was designed to essentially excommunicate anything that I had to say about the situation. This gives the jury the critical context needed to understand the environment of constant, toxic conflict.
It's different.
Else at me.
That's different. That's one does not negate the other. That's irrelevant. It's a complete non sequitur. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door. Just because there are vases does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
Really, I should just let you throw...
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You're putting words in my mouth and then making non sequiturs.
I'm giving you a situation.
No, you're trying to justify how you don't or do come to the door based on whether I throw pots and pans. It's irrelevant.
I'm justifying how you seem to think that there's this cowardice in me that runs away and I don't fight for you.
And you're justifying that by saying I throw pots and pans? Okay, cool. Let's talk about everything you do wrong.
I'm not the one who...
Mr. Depp recounts the specific incident referenced in the audio, confirming he was in the shower. He explains he opened the door a crack just so he could have a good hold on the door in case you try to burst in. His prediction comes true. He recounts that after he pushed back against her weight, she yelped, faking injury, and when he knelt down to check her foot, she kicked the bathroom door into my head. She then clocked me in the jaw. This harrowing testimony is a stunning confirmation of the physical violence that the audio attempted to minimize. Mr. Depp confirms he started the audio recording after being kicked and punched, explaining he wanted to get some confirmation from someone with some semblance of a mind that could understand what was happening. He needed an external verification of the reality she was constantly denying. When asked to tell Mr. McGivern what happened, her answer was the ultimate gaslight. I don't know what he's talking about. Nothing happened. He's fine. The case then moves on to photographic evidence. Professional overview and conclusion. This transcript, taken from a civil or a criminal case, implied domestic violence, centers on the testimony of Mr. Depp and the playing of audio evidence that documents a pattern of physical and psychological abuse by his partner, the defendant. The audio reveals the female partner's aggressive pursuit of conflict, her justification of physical assault, I was hitting you, not punching you, and her attempts to gaslight the victim about her violent actions and selective memory. Mr. Depp's testimony confirms a specific incident where he was kicked in the head with a door and punched in the jaw. The broader implication is the exposure of male victimization in domestic violence and the role of audio evidence in overcoming gaslighting and proving the reality of the toxic environment.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened.
You told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing. And
You figured it out.
And you said, no, I didn't. What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie. And then
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been in a lot of fights. You've been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you fucking have a close
You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start.
You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up,
Because you
Johnny.
start physical fights.
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did. So I had
Because-
to get the fuck out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable.
Mr. Depp, could you please explain to the jury what they just heard on those audio recordings?
What was just played on the audio recordings was very much the tone and the aggression and the attitude and the need for a fight from Ms. Heard. That was, I don't know if that was some need for attention, but that was a sound that I had gotten very used to. The squabbling, the raising of the voice to essentially excommunicate anything that I had to say about the situation. But then, and I do remember that incident. I believe that's from the, when I was in the bathroom, and I was in fact taking a shower, and this was in penthouse 3, and she came banging on the door, banging on the door, banging on the door. I didn't answer. I was in the shower. I couldn't deal with it. I didn't want to deal with any more of that sarcastic, demeaning, aggressive, violent, toxic spew. And so I was taking a shower and I didn't want to answer the door. She kept banging. And then I finally got out of the shower and I opened the bathroom door about just that much, just so I could have a good hold on the door in case she tried to burst in. And I was right, she did. Bathroom doors go in. She was pushing all her weight on the door, trying to get in. And I was pushing back because I didn't want to let her in, because I obviously didn't want the confrontation. She was not in the best of moods, you can hear. So when I was pushing the bathroom door, trying to close it, and was almost closed, she suddenly kind of yelped in pain. And she screamed out, "Ow, my toes or my foot or something." And so in that second, I thought possibly her foot had gotten caught under the door, which would, of course, not feel great on the foot or the toes, so I thought she was maybe injured. So I knelt down to have a look. The door was still, it was still pretty well about that much open. And when I knelt down on my hands and knees to look at her foot to see the injury, she kicked the bathroom door into my head. She kicked the bathroom door into my head, and I was completely taken aback by such a corrosive, horrific move. So I stood up, and I believe I stood up, and at this point the door was open. I stood up and I said, I think I said, "What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?" And the next move was just a bang. She clocked me in the jaw. And that was another shocker.
This shocking audio exposes a dark truth about abuse. If this testimony opened your eyes, like and share this video. Hit subscribe to follow this case and see how the court handles this evidence. What punishment do you think the defendant deserves? You be the judge. Subscribe now.
How long after that did you start recording?
Sorry?
How long after that did you start recording that audio recording that we just heard?
That audio recording was about her trying to make less of what had happened. In fact, trying to make less of what had happened by repeating some story to me that didn't make any sense, and it certainly didn't make any sense since I was there and I was the target. So I wanted some confirmation from someone with some semblance of a mind that could understand what was happening. I wanted Mr. McGivern to come up, and I asked her to tell him what had just happened. And her answer was essentially, I don't know what he's talking about. Nothing happened. He's fine. And once again, I told Mr. McGivern, time to leave the premises.
Mr. Depp, I'd like to show you now what's been marked as Plaintiff's Exhibit 162.
Okay.